And welcome back, everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of our Elite Dangerous Chronicle, where we are trying to discover engineering. It is it's a trial by error. I mean, it's an actual let's play. I'm learning this, so I just hit start on my timer, and I found something that really helped me quite a bit. Let me alt tab us and bring up YouTube. One of the things that was hindering me personally, and I want to phrase this as carefully as I can, or not carefully, that's not the right word, but accurately. This is a great guide. It's why I'm using it, and it's why I'm recommending it. But me as a new player, there's some uneasiness here in certain elements because I have questions and I haven't done it before, and I'm like, what do I do, and how much of this is really needed? So let's talk about the overall concept that he's doing first. Okay, there are three kinds of materials. There are raw materials, manufactured materials, and encoded materials, and there's different traders for these kinds of materials. If you need manufactured material traded, you need to go to a manufactured material trader. Okay, they're not going to deal in the other two. They'll only deal with manufactured, and same thing for the others, of course. So the concept that he's getting across, as he is telling us, these tier 5 and tier 4 mats that he's recommending we fly all over the galaxy farming, these are relevant or relative to most mats. These are relatively easy to find. And you farm these so that you can come to a material trader afterwards and trade down for the stuff that you're going to need, because engineering tends to work in these areas a little bit more. So you can trade, say, 2 Imperial shielding, or maybe even 1. I think it's a kind of common. You can trade 1 Imperial shielding for something like 36 Worn shield emitters. If you go cross, like this is a category. You have Worn shield emitters, shielding sensors, compound shielding, and Imperial shielding. These are all Cat 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the same kind of class, or 5 classes of the same category. You can trade exquisite focus crystals, for example, for Worn shield emitters, but in order to get 36 of them, instead of trading 1 like you could with the Imperial shielding, you might need to trade 3. Well, okay, that's fine. But that's the concept he's getting across. You farm these in order to get lots of these. It's the most efficient way, right? But my question was, well, what do I need out of this? I don't know what I need. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I need compact composites, and do I need 299 of them, or do I need 2 of them? And if I only need 2, do I really need 100 core dynamic composites? And I didn't know how to find out that answer. Well, now I do, and I'm going to show you in a minute, but let's just look at some of the other stuff here, because I want to tell you how to do the stuff that I haven't shown you. Okay, you have something called the encoded loop. Well, I don't know if it'll come up or not, but we call it the encoded loop. What you do is you make your home station at the place that he's recommended in another video. That's where my home station is at. It's called Ray Orbital, and it is in the Diaguandri system. Okay, the Diaguandri system. That's a great system to base out of because it has an encoded material trader in it, and it is only 4 jumps away from this system right here, HIP 12099. Now, if you're a new player to this Planet 1 Bravo, so it's Planet 1 Moon Bravo. That's like a pilgrimage that every player should make. It's almost like on the same par as like a holy site. That's why people refer to it as a pilgrimage. It's a major area for lore. And I don't want to make it out to be anything more than what it is. That's always the risk you make. You're like, man, this place is awesome. You need to go here. And then people go there and they're like, well, okay, what's the big deal about that? I don't want to overhype it. I just want to more say that this is a place you should go visit. It's like going to a historical site, you know? That's probably more appropriate than saying a holy site. But people do refer to it as a pilgrimage. And it's only 4 jumps away from Diaguandri. And the thing is that at this site, there are 4 things that you can scan. And he shows you in the video exactly what to do. You land on the planet, you get in your SRV, and you go and you scan these 4 posts, and they give you all kinds of high-level encoded material. Then you fly back to Diaguandri, again, only 4 jumps away. You trade down, and you come back, and you get more until you've got all the materials that you need. Okay, so that's the encoded loop. And so this is it's called the Jameson Crash Site. So you should definitely go check it out. It's got some neat stuff to offer. When you scan the major thing that's there, then let me show you. You see up in my comms panel where it says I have 5 emails. Those are all discovered logs, okay? And they have audio in them, and you can play them, and they tell you a story. But that's all I want to say about it. I don't want to spoil that. I mean, what makes it kind of interesting? Well, for one, it's well acted, but for 2, just making the trip out there and gaining all this yourself and then listening to it. I think that that's why people call it a pilgrimage. It's not just the destination, it's the process of getting all of it done yourself. It's neat. So that's where he's going to send you for encoded material, and then you come back to Ray Orbital and Diaguandri, and you trade down. Okay. Now the other place he's going to send you, then he's going to send you a couple different places. Actually, like there's 3 or 4 of them that you go to farm these various tier 5 raw materials that you can then trade down for the raw materials that you're looking for. Well, I didn't even have to do that part. I already had some materials. I think I had a whole bunch of low-end materials. I had iron and nickel and a bunch of it. And I traded that for the 3 items I needed. I needed manganese, and I needed, I don't remember now. I'm about to show you, though. There were 2 other items that I needed. Oh, gosh, I need to make sure I unlocked my display capture. Okay, I did. Okay, so hopefully what I've said about this video and what the concept is that you're gathering these and you're trading down for what you need makes sense. But now what you need to know, and what you're probably asking yourself, was the same thing I was asking myself. Where's my grocery list? Which ones of these do I need, and how many of them? And boy, did I find a great answer. Let's back out of this. Let's go to Inara. Let's just Google it so we can do this from scratch. Bring up Inara, do yourself a favor, and make yourself, it's free. Make yourself a profile, allow it to link to your game, and when you do that, it'll give you a whole bunch of stuff. It'll track your reputation, it'll track your fleet. You know, I think mine isn't because I need to import data. I think I have this whole thing set up where I have to manually do that because I'm all like, but my privacy, as if that exists anymore, right? But I don't know, I'm stubborn. So, you've got, it tracks your ranks. It'll give you ribbons for things that you've accomplished. I've got some really easy ones. Everybody should have these. As soon as you sign up, I believe you'll have both of them. But here's my ranks. And it's very neat. You know, you can go through your reputation. Here's my engineer reputations. I've discovered Todd the Blaster. Where's Felicity? It's probably, I'm invited, but see, I haven't imported data. So I don't want to do that online because I don't know exactly. I haven't looked at that in a long time. But the big thing you can do is you can go here to My Crafting. And you click, well, any of these really, but you click Add Blueprint to Crafting Lists. Right here, the blueprint type, this is the kind of engineering you're going to be doing. It's all in here, okay? All the kinds of engineering that you can do, and you can give it a custom name, and they have grade. You can decide manually how many rolls are you going to do for each grade. I just went with the default. Then you can load up which experimental effect you want, and then you click Add. You can click how many times you want to do that. You know, I'm not really sure what that's for. I don't know if maybe this is for how many ships you want to apply the effect to, or if this has to do with getting a perfect, what they call a perfect roll, which I understand conceptually what a perfect roll is, but I'm not exactly sure in an application sense how it applies in this game. So I made mine. Mine is called Frame Shift Drive Increased Range. I'm taking the Mass Manager experimental effect, and it knows that I'm going to have to roll grade 1 3 times before I get access to grade 2. So it knows I have to do this 3 times, a minimum. Well, I did that in the last video, so we've already taken care of that. Then it knows I'm going to have to roll grade 2 4 times in order to get access to grade 3, do grade 3 5 times to get access to grade 4, and do grade 4 6 times to get access to grade 5. And I think, I'm not positive, but I think this is saying if I roll grade 5 7 times, I will get a perfect roll. But I'm not 100% sure about that. And I honestly don't really know how to read my data in game. I don't know what a perfect roll looks like, you know, so like they could tell me, oh, you got a perfect roll, and I'll be like, okay, sounds good. You know, and that's where I'm at, you know. But it gives me my shopping list right here. Atypical disrupted wake echoes 12, chemical processors 9, strange wake solutions 5. So then I knew what I needed whenever I went to each one of these material traders. And that's the question that I needed answered. And I feel absolutely, I can use this so much better now that I know specifically how to find this out, because I can do this for everything with all of the engineers, right? Well, once you know that, let's say you need manganese. All right. You need 6 manganese. Let's alt tab in, and you go over and you look at your inventory, and you cycle down to your raw materials, which is this one, and you go down, it's all alphabetical order, and you find manganese, and that sucker says 0, not 177 like mine does, right? It says 0. Well, then now you know that you need to go to a raw material trader and you need to pick 6 of these guys up. Okay, well, where do I find a raw material trader? Well, over here, so remember, I went to My Crafting and it brought me to this site. Now you go to Find Nearest Material Trader. You plug in where you're at. Actually, right now, I'm in Deciat. Okay. And then down here, you check Material Trader. That's all you need to do. You don't need to worry about any of this other stuff. You put where you're at. You put Material Trader. Let me make sure there's nothing else that I need to check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. And then you click Search. Now over here, here's a raw material trader. Zon Enterprise and Senecinino. You can copy that right there. But maybe you needed an encoded trader. Well, then you go here and Liu Yines. What about a manufactured? You pick this one, Chandler Ring and Karka, right? And that's how you do that. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that's a good explanation. It took me a while to learn all this. But let's now get inside the game and see if this applies the way that I think it will. Okay, I think I've done everything I need to do, but now we need to test that theory. So we'll go to Starport Services. I need to get a drink, so I'm going to mute my mic. Okay. And we will go to the engineer's workshop. FSD, we're on grade 2. Increased FSD range, that's correct. Okay, increased range. Select grade 2. I don't need to pin, I'm not going to pin an experimental effect until I get to grade 5, because I don't need to. And it's going to tell me I need these 2 items. Oh, that's nice. It even tells you where you can go. Or it tells you about the manufactured trader. Does it tell you where you can find them? Frequently used by haulage vessels. Destroyed haulage vessels can be scavenged from the aftermath of combat in shipping lanes, known to be salvaged from signal sources and high security systems. Okay. Gosh, can I get off of that? There we go. So I have 12 and 9. It's only going to need 1. Okay, so we will, where do I actually do it? Oh man, I'm still locked. I thought I unlocked grade 2, but maybe not. That's okay. I should still have the materials I need, so. There we go. And now I'm watching this right here. Oh, now I can do grade 2. Okay, so, and notice, see, this would only increase our reputation this much. If we move to the grade 2, it's going to increase it a lot more. So now we're going to generate a grade 2. Generating this modification will cost resources. The results will be automatically applied to the module. This will improve the overall performance of your module. However, if any attributes are listed in red, they will have negative effects. Are you sure you wish to proceed? So we're gonna get increased power draw and increased mass, but decreased integrity. Generate. Okay. Now we stay with grade 2. Okay, and do it one more time. And that should unlock grade 3, and it did. So we're at grade 3. Oh, now see, that said phosphorus. Did my Inara, you guys can't see this right now, but did Inara tell me that I would need phosphorus? Oh, no, it didn't. I'm a little bit concerned. Am I doing the right thing? I'm on increased FSD range. Huh. I don't know, guys. This seems sketchy now. I don't know if I got the right stuff. All right, well, we will generate. Yes.
Incoming message.
Okay. We just got an incoming message from her. I mean, it's fortunate that I have a lot of phosphorus. Okay, grade 4 just opened up. This is going to require manganese, chemical distillery, and eccentric hyperspace trajectories. And once more. And that should unlock grade 5, and it did. And there it is. I can do this 7 times. So the only thing it didn't have, it didn't list phosphorus. Okay, I need to generate a modification for grade 5. No, it locked these again. No, it didn't. Okay. Generate. Generate again. Generate again. I'm not unlocking. Oh, here, experimental effect. I was expecting to see it over here. I want mass manager, purchase. Okay. Complex software upgrade and internal sensors suite able to optimize frame shift operation by analyzing and accounting for ship loadout. Increases optimized mass at the cost of module health. Okay. And again, select this with the experimental effect. All right, now maybe I need to start paying attention to what we're getting here. We're up 15%, we're up 30%, we're down 15%, and we're up 55%. With a circle that has been improving. 8 and 4%. That didn't change. None of this changed. 1625.6. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go through with the whole thing. I want to see if this circle closes. You see a little sliver of a gap there. It says we have 2 more that we can do, which is what Inara was calling for. After we've done, so we've done it 5 times. This is going to be 6 and 7 on grade 5. One more time. Okay, I didn't really see anything move. Okay, so now to do this, on my crate, I'm going to want 1 arsenic, 1 chemical manipulator, and 1 data mined wake exceptions. But the assumption I'm making is that I don't have to go through all this again with her. Or all this. And I think that's the purpose of pinning the blueprint. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put you guys on pause. And with my crate, I'm going to fly around to various material traders and make sure I get 1 of each of these. Arsenic, let me see if that reflects in. I need arsenic, manipulators, chemical manipulators, data mined wake exceptions. I need 1 of each of those. And then I need the galvanized alloys. Okay. I want to put you on pause right now. Okay, welcome back, guys. So here we are in Diaguandri at Ray Gateway. I've just landed. I made the trip to both the raw material trader at another system and the manufactured material trader at a second system. They were both one jump away from Desiat. And by the time I was done, I was 5 jumps away from Ray Gateway, so it went relatively quickly. Now we need to make a trade here. Go to contacts, come down to the material trader. This guy looks funny. That's a cartoon. That's funny. All right. We need one of these. I mean, I think, who knows if I'm doing this right or not. So let me explain what I just did. The material that you want, highlight that and select that first. For me, it's spacebar. Then scroll down to what you're going to trade. I'm actually going to trade atypical encryption archives because I can farm this at Jameson really fast. I don't know if that worked right. That didn't work like I expected it to. Cancel. Select. Oh, there we go. All right, now one of those atypical, 36 of those atypical is going to get me one data mined wake exception, and I'm going to accept that. Okay, transaction successful. So you can see we now have one data mined wake exception. And I already have the galvanized alloys. Those were at the material trader, but I had like 6 of them already. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to shipyard, and I'm going to go to stored ships, and I'm going to grab my crate. Use this ship. Yeah. Oh, I have too much cargo. Oh boy. So what I need to do is I need to sell my limpets here. Okay, so hold on. I didn't do the right thing. I need to go to Starport Services, and I need to go to Advanced Maintenance. Well, I probably do need to take care of these. I want to keep that stuff in good repair. It affects your reputation. Okay, then I'm going to go to restock, and I'm going to come over here to my limpet control, and I'm just going to go reverse down to 0. I'm going to get 4,800 credits. And now I'm going to go over to shipyard, stored ships, storage options, and use this ship. Yes. Now we're in territory that I haven't really done before, so fingers crossed that this works like as long as I interpreted the instructions right. But we're about to find out. Well, the instructions actually didn't say, so we're just plain about to find out. Modules, no. Engineers. Felicity. View pinned blueprint. There's the grade 5. Increased FSD range. All the numbers look the same as what we got on the ASP. And it says we have everything. Optimized mass is the special, I think that's the special experimental attribute. The following recipe results are the results if the recipe is applied to a 2C FSD and may differ if you apply it to a different module. Okay. Available temps 1. Okay, that's if I view it. Oh, we got a letter from Todd the Blaster McQuinn. Engineer help. Maybe I'm not in the right spot. No, I think it's got to be that. Okay. I need to put you guys on pause again. I'm going to have to check this out. Pausing right now. Okay, guys, welcome back. It's pretty simple, actually. I'm in the wrong spot. So I have a blueprint penned, which is important. You need to have that penned. And you need to have the experimental effect attached, which I hope I do. Suddenly, I'm not so certain. Because maybe I needed to repin the blueprint after I selected. I'm not really sure, honestly. Okay, but anyway, we're going to hit Starport Services. And we're going to come over here to Remote Workshop. And it'll tell us about this workshop. This workshop grants you the ability to craft any blueprints you currently have penned without the requirements of an engineer's facility. Please be aware that there are certain limitations. Using this workshop to craft blueprints means you will not gain reputation with the associated engineer, and you cannot buy or change any experimental effects that may be applied to the crafted module. So I don't see any experimental effects listed here, so I'm a little bit worried that I might not have it, but I'll find out off screen because it's not hard to go get more of the materials. We're just going to do this for a proof of concept. So it says modify your module, FSD 1, 2, 3, 4, grade 5. Oh yeah, see, there's none. There's none. I don't trust that. I don't trust it. I'm putting you on pause again. I'm so sorry, guys. We're gonna go back to Desiat. Pause right now. Okay, guys, I am out here with the crate, and boy, do we need this this mod. This thing was like 13 jumps away with the crate, and I don't have a fuel scoop, which means that I had to stop at stations along the way. I probably need to drop the cargo rack. I have a 3 Echo cargo rack, and I probably need to replace that with a 3 Alpha fuel scoop. But let's request landing.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 07.
Hopefully this works. You know, I'm still in fingers crossed mode. This is unexplored territory for me. Getting another ship upgraded after having unlocked it with on a different ship.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Okay. Engineer's workshop. FSD. Oh, shoot. Now that looks to me like we can't apply this. To craft higher grade blueprints, you need enough engineer reputation. Oh man, that's frustrating. Okay, what if, man. Not really sure why that's not unlocked. Because it looked like we could do it. Let me go someplace else. Oh my gosh. Let me put you on pause one more time. And then if this next thing doesn't work, I give up. And I'll do some things off screen. Basically bring the asp out here, repin it with an experimental effect. Yeah, all right. Putting you on pause right now. Okay, guys, I'm at Garay Terminal, which is also in the Deciat system, but it's not Felicity Farseer's base. So what we're going to test here is whether or not I can apply this pinned, even though it doesn't have the experimental effect, whether I can apply this or not. I mean, it says I can. Nope. I cannot. Okay. All right, so that's what I've learned. Every ship will have to go through all of these. So I need my shopping list every time I apply this to a ship. And I need to come out here. Well, I can do it remotely. Which, it doesn't matter. I don't need reputation with her anymore. I got what I needed. So I can do it remotely, but I need to go hunt down. So what I need to do is probably go back to Ray Terminal. And I need to hop back in my ASP. And go get the items that I need. And then I need to hop into my crate. And I need to generate these modifications. I also need to remember to come back to my ASP and add that experimental effect on the level 5. Is that true? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and close this episode at least. I learned something there at the end. It's a little bit of extra frustration on my part. That's too bad. But we are pushing ahead and making progress. I mean, I'm in uncharted territory here. From this episode forward, and really bits and pieces of the rest of the series, actually, it's all unknown for me, so we'll see how it goes. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and remind you I'm Aesop Grim. I want to say thank you for coming by the channel, and I will see you in the next episode where this story continues. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grim's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.